It's the end of the day. I'm getting ready to go in the shower, and it's finally hitting me that I'm proposing tomorrow to my boyfriend. And I know what everybody's gonna think, and I already know what everybody's gonna say, but honestly, I don't even care. I love him so much, and I know he loves me, and this is just something that I feel I have to do. I really want to get married. We've been together for 14 years already. He hasn't proposed. I know he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. He says it all the time. And we're in love, even after this long. So why not? But I didn't actually think I would get nervous. I wasn't nervous. I've had this planned for about a month or so. Tomorrow is the anniversary of our very first kiss ever. And I plan on asking him to marry me tomorrow on the anniversary of our first kiss. Our actual anniversary is the beginning of December, and I was gonna wait until then, but I feel like that's too expected and I want him to be surprised. So tomorrow is the day. Nobody knows about this. The only one that knows about this in my family is my son. And tomorrow I am also going to be asking his dad for his blessing. I'm super nervous, so please wish me luck.
She did it. She did it. She proposed to the man. She proposed to the man. Oh my God. She proposed to that man. Girl, good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
So I thought I was really mean when I made my 2 videos on this situation. I was like, maybe you's a mean ass bitch. No. I wasn't mean enough, because that's the energy that man gave. That was his reaction. I don't want to ever see no fucking clown shit like this on my timeline again. You bitches are warned. Don't you fucking make this a trend. Don't fucking dare. Fuck you look like getting on one knee and proposing to a man, bitch. And then he not even gonna look in the camera and smile. Bitch, I'll spit. Fuck you. 4 kids, 14 years, and in-laws. Bitch, no.
This is giving humiliation ritual. The way you could not pay me to do something like this. Ever. And the fact that she said she knows that he loves her, why no ring them? If it gets to the point where you want to get married so bad and you're contemplating doing this because he won't propose, you need to leave. And it's the fact that they've been together for 14 fucking years. 4, as in over a decade, and they have 2 children together. She has stated that she wants to get married over and over again, and he still won't propose, to the point where she had to go and do something this stupid. My husband proposed to me after a year and a half of us dating. When you know, you know. It does not take 14 years and 2 children or more to know if you want to marry someone. You're wasting your time. You're always going to be wasting your time if you want to get married and your man won't propose to you. If he has enough money to be popping kids in your room left and right, then he has enough money for a ring. Don't give me that. Rings are expensive. These lab-made diamonds are not that expensive these days. You can get a ring for super cheap. She said she felt like this is something she had to do. Girl, no you didn't. No you didn't. You already did enough by bringing his children into this world, and if you told him you wanted to get married, he should have made that happen. I will never be on the side of women proposing to men. I am traditional in that sense that men should do the proposing, not the women. Life is way too short to be doing something like this. If he wanted to, he would. And if you're with someone that won't give you what you want, you need to dip. Take your babies and go. Know your worth, ladies. Please, for the love of God, know your worth.
Did you guys hear about the girl that proposed to her boyfriend of 14 years and they even have like 2 children together? I just want to know, like, what was in her decision-making process that made her think, like, you know what, this man has been with me for 14 years, he's never proposed, I'm just going to go ahead and take that load off of his shoulder and I'll propose for him. Like, I just don't get that process. Like, because we all know as women especially, if he really wanted to, he would. So I just want to know, like, what do you guys think about this? Like, my honest opinion is, like, more power to you, girl. Like, if this is where you felt like you were in the relationship, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the pants on and do what I need to do, I get it. But, like, A, are you genuinely happy? And B, how much of the pants do you wear in the relationship? I just really want to know y'all opinions, honestly. And I really want her to come into the comments too and explain to us, like, what led you to make this decision? 14 years is a long time to spend with somebody and not have tied the knot. So what made 2025 the year?
This lady proposes to her boyfriend after 14 years of cohabitating and having 4 kids with him. The comments ate her up. But I'm really not trying to judge this lady. But I am judging when she said that the sprinkle lady ruined us all. The sprinkle lady ruined us all. Well, let me be ruined, because no way. And that's not even the bad part. The bad part was that he refused to look in the camera. He refused to, like, acknowledge the fact that they are getting married. It's almost like he was embarrassed to even, like, be there. And I'm trying so hard not to judge. I really am trying hard not to judge. But again, she did say tag her in the videos because she wants to support you and your commentary on what she's doing. I'm not going to tag her because I'm not going to tag her, but you guys know who we're talking about here. But all I have to say, if that was that would never, if that was ever me, that's not me. Something happened where someone took over my brain, and something happened, and send help.
Ladies, I'm going to hold your hand very closely when I say this. If you ever have to utter the words, I'm going to propose to my man, we've already lost the plot. We have already lost the plot, because nowhere in the Lord and Jesus Christ of 2025 should a woman ever have to propose to a man. I just watched a video of this girl who'd been with her boyfriend for 14 years and was getting ready to propose. They already have the house. They already have the baby. He apparently said he was waiting to propose when they moved out. I don't even remember. And the fact that she gave the man a house and a baby before he proposed, he already has everything he wanted without the full commitment of marriage. Why are we giving men everything before they put a ring on your finger, if that's what you want for yourself? Some people don't want it, but if you want to be married, why are you giving them the baby and the house before that? And I'm here to tell you, somebody who spent so many years in the dating scene and made up every excuse for a man of, he's too busy, he's this, blah, blah, blah. And then I met my husband and I realized men are very simple. If they like you, you'll know. If he doesn't, you'll be left confused. And you will never have to beg a man to put a ring on your finger when you are his person. He will willingly do it within an appropriate amount of time. And if you're over the age of 28, 29, that ring will be in your finger within 2 years. 3 tops. I like to say tops because some people are waiting for specific things. But within 1 to 2 years, a ring will be in your finger if you are his person. You will never have to beg. If you make it clear, I am dating with the intentions of being married to the right partner. If you're his person, you do not have to beg. You don't have to beg. And it breaks my heart when I see so many women begging men to be with them when they clearly are the placeholders. Because this woman is the placeholder, or this guy's just comfortable. She's given him everything. He doesn't need to propose. He has the house. He has the kids. I would sweep every drop of water in the ocean before I ever begged a man to propose to me. Not begged, but before I ever got down on my knee to propose. I'm sorry. I will count every rice in every bag of grocery store before I ever let myself say, you know what? I'm going to propose to my man. Ladies, please no, pick the barb off the ground. You deserve better. There are men absolutely out there who you will never have to beg. You will never have to ask. You will never have to give an ultimatum. If you say, hey, I want to be married, I see that for my life, and he wants to be with you, guess what? That's going to be in your finger. It's going to be in your finger. And for somebody who
learned a lot from many years in the dating scene. Men are not complicated. Pick the bar up off the ground. Pick the bar up off the ground. Do not ever utter the words, I'm going to propose to a man. Never, ever, ever. Take it back.
So there's a lot of people that are clowning that woman who proposed to her fiance after 14 years. And here's my thing. If you guys are clowning her because if after 14 years and kids, your significant other has never mentioned marriage, then I get that. I get that 100%. They probably don't want to be with you. But what I don't understand is people like photoshopping him in a dress and her in a clown suit and, you know, basically emasculating him as a man. And I don't understand that. Because the same people that are doing that are also talking about their dismantling gender norms, which it's either we have gender norms or we don't. There's nothing inherently masculine about, you know, getting on one knee and proposing to your significant other, especially in a society where women are working too and earn their own money too. If it's 50-50, if the men work and the woman works, then why would proposing be an inherently masculine thing? That doesn't make sense to me. I proposed to my fiance, so this ain't about me. I've got on one knee, I proposed, okay? I'm just trying to understand why the same crowd that's saying we want to dismantle gender norms, the same crowd that's, oh, you know, women are bosses too and this and that. Why do you have a problem with a woman proposing to her man? That I just need help. And I think I genuinely think if we're actually being honest here, what's actually being revealed is that a lot of you don't want to destroy the patriarchy as you claim. You want a benevolent patriarchy. You still want protector, provider men while also at the same time saying men used to go to war. You know, like you want your man to protect you from violence by calling him a protector, violence, which assumably is violence from other men. Right? Because women never do violence, but presumably violence from other men, while also saying men used to go to war, promoting male violence. Like, you guys just want men to be nice to you in particular. You don't want to dismantle the patriarchy. You just want a patriarchy that works for you. That's what's happening. And to that lady, I think her name is Estella. I think so. As a more traditionally minded man, I do believe that if a man wants to be with you, he will propose. But I don't know you. I don't know, and I don't know your husband. But I do hope, well, future husband now. But I do hope it works out for you. I genuinely do. You know, they're all different sorts of relationships and how they work out, and we don't know these people. But hopefully it works out for you.
I just learned of this lady who proposed to her boyfriend of 14 years, and the comment section was frying her because they were like, why are you the one proposing after 14 years? Like, he never thought of that before. And honestly, I agree with them because 14 years of dating and you, the woman, have to propose? She was trying to defend herself, but like, I just don't know, because if you've never had the discussion after 14 years of dating about, you know, getting engaged or getting married, I don't know if you guys need to be getting married then. It'd be different if they were a couple where they were like, hey, you know, like, we've been together, but like marriage just isn't for us. We don't be financially tied to each other. That'd be fine, all right? Because that would be set in stone. But it seems like in her relationship, they just never had that discussion after 14 years. Like, I can only imagine if it took 14 years for her to propose to him, how long is it going to take for them to actually get married? Because are they going to be engaged for the next 10 years? And look, do I know the ins and outs of their relationship? No. But the thing is, though, I feel like after 14 years of dating somebody, if the guy's not willing to propose or ready to propose, how much does he like you? You know, how much does he really want to be committed to you? Because yes, 14 years, that's a long time dating, all right? But 14 years is a long time to be just dating.
When I first saw this video, I thought this must be the woman who had been with her man for 14 years and they have 3 kids together who proposed. Then I realized, oh no, that's not her. This is another woman who proposed. Now this is the real epidemic. I saw a comment when somebody said, I don't even like to get on my knees to scrub my bathtub, much less getting on my knees to propose to a man. If being with a man for 5, 10, 15 years hasn't inspired that man to want to marry you, if having 3 or 4 of his kids hasn't inspired that man to marry you through the good time, the bad time, for rich or for poor, for in sickness and health, when some of you are already living out the vows to a man that hasn't vowed anything to you. Make no mistake, this is what they mean when they talk about being with a man being embarrassing, because look at the lengths people are willing to go to in order to have a man. We're paying for dates, we're asking men out, we're calling them first, probably down to one knee in an evening gown to ask a man to marry you. You wanted to be this man's wife and now you will be. Pride and ego be darned. Depends on your own personal standards, what you are willing to do or won't do for a man, whether you see this as a beautiful proposal or a humiliation ritual. And then she has the nerve to be like, shh, don't tell. No, girl, don't you tell. Because we all could have gone our whole lives not knowing that you were the one who dropped down to one knee. If that's what you want, I want it for you. If you like it, I love it. Because nobody's going to stop these women from proposing, and nobody's going to stop them from telling us about it.